Alright, well, this thing is really dark for literally no reason. But yeah guys, we're back here with another weekly update. We're in the Hatch right now, the Entrepreneurship Center, so that's why our setting is decently different. And why don't I check what week we're on? I think we're on week like 22 or 23. Right. Yeah, we're on week 22, guys, which is literally insane. Like, in 4 more weeks, that'll be 26 weeks. And yeah, 26 weeks is half of a year because a year is 52 weeks. So I'll be done this for 6 months. It doesn't really feel like that at all. Like, I literally just do these weekly updates. I don't really have like a goal with them in mind. It's really just a public diary of public thoughts. I do daily journaling as well. I'm on day like 260, which is insane. Um, but yeah, like sometimes you see me here, sometimes you see me in my apartment. In the future, maybe you guys will see me on a beach doing this stuff. Who knows? I got my long hair right now. Maybe in the future my hair will be short. Like, there's so many things that change, but I just think documenting it's really cool. I'm also doing something on your camera as well. My Canon A6400. I was looking at some of the footage from the GoPro too. The GoPro is literally amazing as well. We got to figure out what exactly we're gonna do with that because we still have it. It was glitching and bugging a ton, and this is kind of like the next evolution. I want to get into photography and videography more, but really need to focus on this podcast. I find so many ways to procrastinate, and it's so weird, but really just need to like take that step and just focus and get that done. Another thing I noticed too is that literally like when I'm by myself, I almost self-destruct, meaning like the first day I was here by myself, I literally stayed up till 5, and now I'm going to sleep at 8 p.m. Like, it's so weird. Like, I can't keep a stable schedule. Like, my body's trying to find equilibrium in like my new environment and my new settings. People affect me a lot, is what I'm realizing with that, in a potentially bad way, in the sense that it's too variable. I need to be more stable and more secure and more set on myself. So that's something I'm working on, and kind of transitioning into like really the title of this video, like simple is better and like simple is necessary going forward. Just keeping things simple is huge. Even I'm trying to do this fitness business and podcast, right? But I'm also a college student. I'm also the president of an org, trying to find internships, all this types of stuff. Like, why am I doing so much? Let's keep it simple. So we're just focusing on this podcast for right now and seeing what we can do from there. You have to say no in some areas in order to say yes in others. Learning how to say no is still a really big challenge for me. I'm 20 years old now. Life is starting to get more real each and every year, and it's actually crazy. Like, to think about the fact that I could be married in like less than 5 years, like that's just so weird. I can definitely tell that the younger years of college are coming to an end, and that each year things are becoming more and more like real, more and more important. In the sense that it's like more like quote unquote real life stuff. Like, especially when you look at like finances, that's like a huge thing, is money, career, all that stuff. But I think I just need to put my head down and grind and work, do this podcast, stop procrastinating, and I think once I do that, I'll actually make some serious progress. It's weird because I feel like I don't want it bad enough, even though I know this is what I need to be doing. I have all these mental barriers, and it's crazy how I can't break them down. So just keeping things as simple as possible is huge. I just want to, for my podcast, building this community. We're not focused on a clothing brand. We're not focused on building a fitness business part of it. We're not focused on anything else. It's literally just this podcast. So we're seeing how that goes, and we're gonna build up our skills and get good at that. Had a great conversation with previous president of EA, also my friend Shrisha, and yeah, he's talking to me about my podcast a little bit. Like, he supports it. One big thing is like solo podcasting. These are almost solo podcasts right now. Like, y'all are like getting a glimpse into my life, what my thoughts are at this current moment in time. And by the way, these weekly updates, sometimes they're literally just like what I've been thinking about today. It's not always in the whole week. So much stuff happens every single day. Like, for example, I've been playing basketball every single day. I'm not going to be playing today, but I've been playing basketball a ton, getting better at that, and like realizing the small details. And like I've been like trying to learn how to learn. Like, with basketball, I've been playing my friends, testing out new moves, and like playing against people who are better than me. That's what allows me to learn, which is really cool. I think I need to take that approach more often. Associating myself in a certain domain where I'm trying to get better, specifically with people who are better than me in that domain, so we can learn from them, and I can also bring new perspective to them too, right? It's that mentee relationship that everyone needs to have. So I need to find someone in the content game and the podcast game that is like my mentor who I'm talking to on like ideally it's a weekly basis, to be honest with you. I haven't found that person yet, but we're gonna keep searching and keep being open to it. But I need to hone my craft first and get my schedule up and going. I think another big thing for next semester is flip-flopping my schedule completely toward the one where I'm optimizing sleep. I have never optimized sleep in my whole entire life. Even looking back when I went my first journal entry over 260 days ago, I was still complaining about sleep. Why am I so bad at this? It's my kryptonite. It really has. I'm operating at like 40% maybe, or have been. Like imagine how much more I could be, and like I'm wasting God's talent. I'm wasting what God has given me, and like I'm done with that. Like I need to start being the person I was meant to be. I think a part of that is getting more sleep. And one way I want to do that is like completely flip my life on its head, I guess you could call it. And I want to start working out in the morning. That'll make it so that by the time it's like 9 p.m. I'm tired. Like that's the goal. Like I need to go to sleep earlier. And I need to figure out how to get more done between like I guess noon and like 7 p.m. That's like key hours for me. So I need to figure out how to get more done between that time. Especially noon to like 4 p.m. That is like key grind time. So if I can just stay focused, get more into deep work, I think that's huge too. So yeah, keep things simple as possible so you can do them and do them properly. Get more depth rather than be so spread. There's a verse in the Bible, you reap what you sow, right? And how am I gonna reap what I sow if I keep watering new seeds all the time? So let's water one seed. Let's get really good at that. Let's make some money in that. Let's get some progress in that. Let's get good at that. He's like tracking my face. So we can actually make some progress and actually do what I was meant to do. I don't know where this podcast is going. I overthink it, but I just need to start doing, less thinking, keep things simple. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. And yeah, let's peace out.